In order to find articles from scholarly academic journals, you need to use an electronic database. Journals are just types of periodicals, which can also refer to magazines, newspapers, and it just means it's published on a regular basis, like monthly or quarterly. Our databases are arranged by category. The first section of this page includes databases like Academic OneFile, Academic Search Complete, Expanded Academic ASAP, Opposing Viewpoint Center, all of which can be used for almost any topic and which can be used for academic journals. There are also databases that are focused on certain disciplines like education or science. On our list, the databases with asterisk are the core databases of that subject. Databases like ERIC or Professional Development Collection for education, for example, or Science Resource Center and Science and Technology Collection. I'll demonstrate the general database Academic Search Complete. It's a good idea to not only use a general database, but also a subject-specific database when looking for articles on a topic. And let's try a search for internet safety. But before we go any further, I'll select the box for scholarly peer-reviewed journals and also full text. You can also limit your results to academic journals when you run the search and also limit to full text only at that point, but I'll demonstrate doing it on the search page. You don't have to limit to full text, but otherwise you may come across some articles that we don't have the full text of, or just a reference to it. In those cases, we could try to get the article from another library, but in this search, we'll just limit to what we subscribe to here. Notice that the results are sorted by date. You can change that to relevance sometimes. And the 19 results we have here include articles that have the phrase internet safety in the title or the description or abstract of the article. Let's scroll down the list and pick number 8. This article is a good example of the type of information you can find in an academic journal: research studies, surveys, experiments. Exposure to internet pornography among children and adolescents, a national survey. As we scroll down the page, you'll see that we have the source, Cyber Psychology and Behavior, which is the title of the journal in this case. Notice the date, volume, and issue number, and there are also subjects listed that describe what the article is about, and here's the abstract. The abstract is just a summary of the article. Reading this will let you know how the survey or research was done and what conclusions were reached. And then you'll see a link to the full text of the article in PDF format. The subjects, by the way, listed, those subject terms are links that will often lead you to other articles that might be useful. To cite the article, there's an icon near the top of the page. Clicking that will give you your options for MLA and APA format, which you can just copy and paste into your works cited. Let's look more closely at this source, the journal Cyber Psychology and Behavior. Clicking the link will give you more information about the journal, a brief description, whether it's an academic journal or just a general periodical like a magazine. You can also easily browse other issues in the journal. Let's look at an issue in 2007, and you'll see that it's published 6 times per year. Now I just want to show you more articles from this journal to illustrate the type of information you'll usually find in an academic journal. Knowing more about a journal might help you decide if it's going to be useful for your argument or research paper. Here we have more studies, surveys, and research. Remember to limit your results to academic journals or to select that option when you initially search. Sometimes when you click the back button in your browser or click different links like the subject term links, that limit will disappear and you'll have to limit again to academic journals. If you have questions about academic journals or your research paper, click the Ask a Librarian link on our homepage. This has our contact information, telephone, email, and chat. Thank you very much.